Hey, federal employees, what in the world is going on? My goodness, did you ever think you'd see a time when literally every federal job in America is on the chopping block? I mean, you probably feel like your neck's right there on the line, right? That's exactly why you need this podcast, and you need all the information and analysis that we're going to be bringing. So, hey, let's get started.
Pull up a chair and get comfortable. It's time to talk about your federal benefits. Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators presents the FEBC Podcast with Elizabeth Inman and Brian Fentress.
I'm Elizabeth Inman, and welcome to the FEBC Podcast, your trusted source for news and information that directly affects you, the federal and postal employee. Real talk. Real talk. On this podcast, we share strategies to help you maximize your retirement benefits and equip you with the financial tools that you need to make your retirement dreams come true. If this sounds good to you, simply hit the subscribe button and click the bell for the notifications so you don't miss any critical updates. Oh, speaking of critical updates, this is season 5. Episode 1. Never ever did I believe I'd be talking about what we're going to be talking about today. Wow. Job cuts across the board, federal employees. You know, it all started with the return to your office. Oh yeah. Do you know that people quit just because of that? Do you know people retired just because of that? Round 1. Report to the office. No more at work employment with the federal government. What followed that up? This deferred resignation. Deferred resignation. There had never been anything called deferred resignation. Listen to me. This is where you get the real talk. Don't think for 1 second that started a month before the elections. Oh no. This is a well thought out, very strategic plan. Deferred resignation. The word deferred was strategic on purpose. The word resignation was strategic and on purpose. You know, I just got off the phone with the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, that's right, Wall Street Journal. I mean, this stuff, it's hitting the fan, folks. And the bad part is it's hitting the fan with your pocketbook, with your livelihood, with your future. That's what's hitting the fan. And so I want to bring you good, solid information. I'm going to bring you good, solid information in the form of real talk. Not any of this. I mean, have you ever pulled up the VERA? Oh, that stands for Voluntary Early Retirement Authorization. Have you ever pulled it up? Have you ever read it? Oh yeah. That's not a fun thing to do. But that's what I'm here for. I'm supposed to take all this analysis, all these regulations, all these guidelines, step 1, step 10, and bring it together in simple, easy to understand information for you. And that's what we're going to be doing. But just about the time we think it's all happened, anything and everything, nothing will surprise me now, guess what? Bam, here comes the next surprise. Report back to the office. All remote jobs are being called back into the office. Oh, by the way, here's a deferred resignation. I mean, it was on purpose that there was no such thing, that it's brand spanking new, so that we break the glass house that we've all lived in as federal employees, and we realize everything is shattered around us. Nothing is as it used to be. That's what you got to remember. Nothing is as it used to be. Everything's on the table. It's true. It's true. Now, I'm just on here saying a lot of the things you guys want to say. I've never, in over 40 years working both my federal career myself and since I've owned Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators, ever seen this level of fear across the board. And I'm here to tell you, in fact, I'm here to warn you. Making decisions in the midst of fear is the wrong time to make your decisions. Education is power. information is power, and I want to empower you during very troubled times to slow down, take your time, get the information you need, and make educated decisions. Your future depends on it. Your retirement dreams depend on it, whether you're close to retirement or not. Because did I start out saying every federal job's on the chopping block? Oh yeah, every job's on the chopping block. You don't know what's going to happen next. Because right behind the VERA, the early out offer that's available to every federal agency in America today, right behind that it's already out there, RIFs. The talk's already out there. The plans are already in place for RIFs. And then there's even been some chatter about just all-out firings. All-out firings. I mean, we attempted to dismantle completely the National Labor Relations Board. What? I mean, get rid of the National Labor Relations Board, one of our regulatory associations that kind of keeps us between the bumpers? Oh yeah, that attempt's already been done. What about the scaling down of the MSPB, Merit System Protection Board? Oh, I've only scratched the surface, and I wanted to scratch the surface because whether it is deferred resignation, early out, or RIFs, or just all-out firing, don't walk away from income that could be yours. Just because all of those things may be happening doesn't mean there's not still benefits on the table for you, or even more important than benefits is income on the table for you. You owe it to yourself to know that information, and you find that information at Federal Employee Benefit Coordinators by calling our office 918-396-5171, setting up a free 15-minute consultation. Free 15-minute consultation. Email us at elizabeth@febcnow.com. Get a hold of us. Get a hold of us. Call us today. Hey, federal employees. Do you know what the common theme is right now? What in the world is going on, and where in the world do I get my questions answered? There's just too much for us to just handle just with phone calls. So we're doing what I've made the executive decision to do, and that's a free webinar. That's right, free. Not going to cost you anything. And it's going on this Thursday and this Saturday. You can find out answers about the VERA, the Voluntary Early Retirement Authority that has been offered out there to all federal employees. That's right, every federal employee's job's on the chopping block. So the description has the link. Sign up today.